Ever lost sleep over something that never happened? Do you find yourself worrying about problems that don't actually exist? If so, you're not alone. Many of us spend countless hours fretting over imaginary scenarios, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety in our lives. This video will explore why we worry about problems we don't even have, how it affects us, and what we can do to break free from this cycle. Let's start by understanding the worry trap. Our minds are incredibly powerful tools, capable of creating vivid and detailed scenarios. While this ability can be useful for planning and problem solving, it often leads us down a path of unnecessary worry. We conjure up potential issues, difficulties, and disasters that may never come to pass. This habit of worrying about fictional problems takes a significant toll on our well-being, robbing us of peace and happiness in the present moment. Many of our worries revolve around common themes. We might find ourselves anxious about potential health issues, even when we're perfectly healthy. Relationship fears can consume our thoughts, making us doubt the stability of our connections with others. Career anxieties often plague us as we imagine worst-case scenarios about our job security or professional growth. Financial panic can set in, causing us to worry about economic disasters that are unlikely to occur. These imaginary worries can feel incredibly real, even though they exist only in our minds. To better understand why we worry about non-existent problems, let's look at the science behind worry. Our brains are wired to detect and respond to potential threats. This survival mechanism, which served our ancestors well in dangerous environments, can sometimes work against us in modern life. The amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure in our brain, plays a crucial role in processing emotions, particularly fear and anxiety. When we perceive a potential threat, even an imaginary one, the amygdala kicks into high gear, triggering our body's stress response. This stress response, also known as the fight or flight reaction, prepares our body to face danger. However, when the danger is purely imaginary, we're left with heightened anxiety and no real threat to confront. This can lead to a cycle of chronic worry, where our brains continually scan for potential problems, even when none exist. Recognizing when we're worrying about imaginary problems is an important step in breaking this cycle. One sign is when we find ourselves constantly playing out what-if scenarios in our minds. If we're spending more time worrying about potential future problems than dealing with current issues, it's likely we've fallen into the trap of imaginary worries. Another indicator is when our worries are disproportionate to the actual likelihood of the event occurring. It's important to distinguish between healthy preparation and unproductive paranoia. While it's wise to plan for realistic possibilities, obsessing over highly unlikely scenarios is rarely helpful. The cost of unnecessary worry is high. Chronic stress and anxiety can have serious impacts on our mental health, potentially leading to conditions like depression or anxiety disorders. The physical effects of prolonged stress are equally concerning. Our bodies aren't designed to be in a constant state of high alert. This can lead to various health issues, including headaches, digestive problems, weakened immune systems, and even heart disease. Beyond the physical and mental health impacts, unnecessary worry can cause us to miss out on life's opportunities and experiences. When we're constantly focused on potential future problems, we often fail to appreciate the present moment. We might avoid taking risks or trying new things out of fear of imaginary negative outcomes. This can lead to a life of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Breaking the worry cycle is possible, and there are several effective strategies we can employ. Mindfulness techniques can be particularly helpful in bringing our attention back to the present moment. By focusing on our breath, our surroundings, or our physical sensations, we can interrupt the stream of worrying thoughts and ground ourselves in reality. Another useful technique is fact-checking our thoughts. When we find ourselves worrying about a potential problem, we can pause and ask ourselves, is this worry based on facts or assumptions? What evidence do I have that this problem is likely to occur? Often we'll find that our worries are based more on imagination than reality. Focusing on the present moment is another powerful way to combat unnecessary worry. By directing our attention to what's happening right now, rather than what might happen in the future, we can reduce anxiety and increase our enjoyment of life. This doesn't mean ignoring real problems or failing to plan for the future. Instead, it's about finding a balance between prudent preparation and living fully in the present. When we do face real concerns, it's important to approach them with productive problem-solving techniques. Instead of ruminating on potential issues, we can take action to address the problems we can control. This might involve breaking down larger problems into smaller, manageable steps, seeking advice from others, or researching potential solutions. Taking action, even small steps, can help alleviate anxiety and give us a sense of control. It's important to remember that not all problems have immediate solutions, and some things are simply out of our control. In these cases, accepting uncertainty and focusing on what we can influence can be more productive than worrying about what we can't change. Building resilience is key to managing worry and stress in the long term. Developing a positive mindset can help us approach challenges with confidence rather than fear. This doesn't mean ignoring potential problems, but rather viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning. We can cultivate this mindset by regularly practicing gratitude, focusing on our strengths, and reframing negative thoughts in a more balanced way. Learning from past experiences can also boost our resilience. When we look back on past worries, we often find that many of the things we feared never came to pass. For those challenges that did occur, we can reflect on how we overcame them. This can help build confidence in our ability to handle future difficulties. Creating a support network is another crucial aspect of building resilience. Surrounding ourselves with supportive friends, family, or professionals can provide us with different perspectives, emotional support, and practical help when we need it. Sharing our worries with others can often help us see them in a more realistic light. Living worry-free doesn't mean we'll never have concerns or face challenges. Instead, it's about finding peace in uncertainty and focusing our energy on the things we can control. When we let go of imaginary problems, we free up mental and emotional resources to enjoy life more fully and deal more effectively with real issues as they arise. There are several practical tips we can incorporate into our daily lives to reduce worry. Establishing a regular relaxation practice, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, can help calm our minds and reduce stress. Regular physical exercise has also been shown to have powerful anxiety-reducing effects. Setting aside specific worry time can be helpful for some people. This involves designating a short period each day to address your worries. Outside of this time, when worrying thoughts arise, you can remind yourself to save them for your designated worry time. This can help prevent worry from consuming your entire day. Limiting exposure to sources of stress, such as constant news updates or social media, can also help reduce unnecessary worry. While it's important to stay informed, constantly exposing ourselves to potential sources of worry can fuel anxiety. Practicing good sleep hygiene is another important aspect of managing worry. Lack of sleep can increase anxiety and make us more prone to worrying. Establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and avoiding screens before bed can all contribute to better sleep and reduced worry. For those struggling with chronic worry or anxiety, seeking professional help can be invaluable. Therapists can provide additional tools and strategies for managing worry, such as cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. It's important to remember that worrying about problems we don't have robs us of the joy and peace available in the present moment. While it's natural to have concerns about the future, learning to distinguish between productive planning and unnecessary worry is key to a happier, more fulfilling life. By understanding the mechanics of worry, recognizing when we're caught in unproductive thought patterns, and employing strategies to break the worry cycle, we can free ourselves from the burden of imaginary problems. We can learn to approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear and anxiety. Remember, the future is largely unknown, and while this uncertainty can be a source of worry, it can also be a source of excitement and possibility. By focusing on what we can control, taking action when possible, And cultivating resilience, we can face whatever challenges come our way with confidence and grace. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the future. It means finding a balance between prudent preparation and full engagement with the here and now. It means savoring the good moments, facing real challenges with courage, and not allowing imaginary problems to steal our peace. As you move forward from this video, we encourage you to pay attention to your thought patterns. Notice when you're worrying about problems that don't exist. Practice bringing your attention back to the present moment. Experiment with the strategies we've discussed and see which ones work best for you. Remember, breaking the habit of unnecessary worry is a process. Be patient with yourself as you learn and grow. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Each time you choose to let go of an imaginary worry, you're taking a step towards a more peaceful, fulfilling life. We hope this video has provided you with valuable insights and practical tools for managing worry. Remember, you have the power to shape your thoughts and, by extension, your experience of life. Choose to focus on what's real, what's important, and what brings you joy. Thank you for watching. We invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How has worrying about non-existent problems affected your life? What strategies have you found helpful in managing worry? Your insights could be incredibly valuable to others on this same journey. Until next time, remember, the present moment is where life happens. Choose to be here now, fully and completely. Your future self will thank you for the peace and joy you create today.